Greetings, everyone. How are you? Hope you are all doing well. My name is Janice Henderson, and I want to welcome you to Morning Dew. Today's encouraging word comes to us from Philippians 3, verses 18 to 19, and it states, "For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Christ, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things." Today, I continue to focus on the Escape Hell, Shun Sin series. The sin I am focusing on today is gluttony. Gluttony is habitual greed or excess in eating and drinking. And greed is an intense and selfish desire for more of something than is needed, especially wealth, power, or food. Know that gluttony is a sign of selfishness. Ezekiel 16 verse 49 states, "Behold, this was the iniquity of thy sister Sodom. Pride, fullness of bread, and abundance of idleness was in her and her daughters. Neither did she strengthen the hand of the poor and needy." When it comes to gluttony, those who are gluttonous, they're very selfish, and they would consume excessive at the expense of others. They would consume food in excess and deprive the needy. They do not show consideration for others. And God frowns on this because when God created us, He created the world with abundance. There are some persons who have more than others, but it does not mean that those who have should consume in such a manner that they forget about those who are needy, and they consume not even thinking of those who are in need. Know that gluttony is also a sign of poor stewardship. God has so freely given us all things to enjoy, and He has blessed us. And the things that He has given us, He wants us to be good stewards. He wants us to take care of it. And a good steward would ensure that they maximize the use of whatever God has given, and they also use it in a manner that is pleasing unto God. At the gluttonous, they will consume everything at once, and because they're gluttonous, it will lead to poverty, because they would mismanage the resources that they have. Luke 16 verse 18 states, "If therefore ye have not been faithful in the unrighteous mammon, who will commit to your trust the true riches?" If persons are not faithful in what God has given them, God will not give you the things that are truly important. God will not give you true riches. So I encourage persons who may be gluttonous, desist, shun gluttony. And know that those who continue to overindulge to the point where it will be detriment to your longevity, it will also be detriment to the quality of life that you enjoy going forward. So when it comes to gluttony, those who are gluttonous will compromise to meet their needs. Our focus verse, it states that, their end is destruction because their God is their belly. They idolize food. They get to that point where they'll do anything to indulge, to satisfy themselves with food and with drink. God has made these things for us to enjoy, but within limits, within bounds. And those who are gluttonous, because of this gluttony, their end is destruction. But know that God does not want any to perish. It is not God's desire for you to perish. And when these things are being highlighted, it is so that you could see the error in your ways and you can repent. You can make a right about turn. And you can properly use the resources that God has given us. He expects us to be moderate. So Philippians 4 verse 5 states, "Let your moderation be known unto all men. The Lord is at hand." It is important that you are moderate. Whatever God has given you, be good stewards of it. Do not be selfish. Do not think only of you and see only your fulfillment, your need being satisfied without considering others. Know that it cannot be, especially where persons would get to that point where they hoard certain things. They hoard food, they hoard on these and deprive those who are needy of having access to it because they're trying to fulfill their selfish desires. To avoid destruction, ensure that you exercise moderation, you consider others, and you are a good steward over what God has given you. So I want to thank you for joining me today, and I invite you to join me again tomorrow for another Morning's Youth. And if you missed any of the encouragements, view them on my YouTube channel at Janice Henderson. So until tomorrow, have a wonderful day. God bless you and shalom.